I'll be watching the Indianapolis Colts at Houston Texans AFC Wildcard playoff game and scanning the sidelines to see one of my all-time favorite Oklahoma State Cowboys and Texans trusty backup Brandon Weeden. Weeden has only played in one game this season, taking a knee on the last play of the half in a Monday night game as DeShaun Foster has guided the Texans quite well. On the other side in that game will be a candidate for Comeback Player of the Year in the NFL in Colts quarterback Andrew Luck. Remember that 2012 Fiesta Bowl overtime showdown where Weeden and the Cowboys outdueled Luck and Stanford for 41-38 victory? Certainly don't want to see anything happen to Foster, but would love to see Weeden and Luck battle against each other again. While that is a long shot, the second game on Saturday's NFL wildcard docket, also in the state of Texas, could have Oklahoma State fans reconsidering their favoritism. The Seattle Seahawks are in Dallas to play the Cowboys, and while many Oklahoma State Cowboys fans also favor the silver and blue Cowboys, Oklahoma State has doubled their own on the Seahawks side of this, no doubt. Oklahoma State fans took notice last week when Dallas closed out the regular season with a 36-35 win over the NFC East rival New York Giants and headed into the playoffs with some momentum. Former Oklahoma State Cowboy back Blake Jarwin is now a full-fledged NFL tight end at 6'5", 260 pounds, and he finished his second season playing all of the Cowboys games as opposed to the one a year ago. He has 27 receptions for 307 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was last week against the Giants that Jarwin had his "welcome to Cowboys stardom" moment as he caught 7 passes from quarterback Dak Prescott for 119 yards and all 3 of his touchdowns on this season. Jarwin was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. His 3 touchdown receptions were the most for a Dallas Cowboys tight end since Billy Joe Dupree. That means Cowboys Ring of Honor tight end Jay Novacek and future Pro Football Hall of Fame tight end Jason Witten did not accomplish that in their all-pro Dallas careers. However, as fun as it is for Oklahoma State fans to root for the Tuttle native and former OSU walk-on Jarwin, there are 2 former Cowboys on the Seahawks, one starting on each side of the ball in Chris Carson and Trey Flowers. Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll recognized Oklahoma State safety Trey Flowers at the NFL Combine was 6'3", 200 pounds, now 203, and was really fast and athletic. Carroll thought that maybe Flowers would make a long, rangy cornerback in the league. Seattle drafted Flowers in the 5th round and the experiment was on. It is fully taken and Flowers is starting as a rookie. He has 67 total tackles, 55 unassisted, and 6 passes defended including a couple of near interceptions. One of my favorite Oklahoma State stories of the Mike Gundy Cowboy culture is Chris Carson. Gundy and running backs coach and then running backs coach Marcus Arroyo hauled the Barry Sanders Heisman Trophy on the plane with them to recruit Carson. Coming in from Butler County, CC, Carson was thinking way more of what Oklahoma State could do for him than what he could do for Oklahoma State. A subpar junior season led to about the same early in his senior season when a wrist injury early sidelined Carson for several games. He came back with an entirely different attitude. His blocking and all-around play including receiving improved dramatically, and with it so did his overall play and his running the ball. By the end of the season, Carson was voted a captain by his teammates. Something I'm not sure I ever would have believed could happen. Carson was picked up in the 7th round by Pete Carroll. Again, it was Carroll that was identified as seeing a diamond in the rough. The oldest head coach in the NFL was right on Carson too. After earning the starting job as a rookie, Carson was out for the season with a grotesque foot injury that required surgery. Carson has come back, now 5'11" and 222 pounds and better than ever. This season he became the first Seahawks back since 2014 to rush for 1,000 yards and has 247 carries for 1,151 yards and 9 touchdowns. He also has 20 receptions for 163 yards. Carson is playing his best down the stretch as he ran for 119 yards and a touchdown in a 26-23 loss to San Francisco in the Seahawks' 14th week, 116 yards and 2 touchdowns in a key 38-31 win over Kansas City in Week 15, and last week made it 3 in a row over 100 with 122 yards and a touchdown in the 27-24 win over Arizona. I gave up my Dallas Cowboys fandom a long time ago, and Saturday afternoon and evening I will be wearing a Houston Texans hoodie. My daughter lives in Houston and gave it to me, and a Seattle Seahawks hat. I still hope Blake Jarwin has a big day too, but got to go with Carson and Flowers in that one.